and welcome to Mayor in the Morning, your favorite inconsistent morning show. Happy Monday. It's 11 o'clock. I'm here. I'm queer. I'm doing it. I'm not really queer. Wow, it's the last day of February. I hope you guys all enjoyed your Black History Month. Tomorrow marks the beginning of Women's History Month. So I'm sorry, it never ends. The annoying themed months never end. No, it's all good. Had a very fun Simpcast last night. Also, first, I have to say, in local news, my coffee machine is fucked up. I think it's broken. It sputtered out like a bunch of grinds and shit. I don't know if there are any fellow Keurig users in the chat, but I'm upset. And I know this coffee machine was given to me for free, so I really have no right to complain. But it just sputtered grinds everywhere. And I don't know, I'm drinking out of my, shout out to the Daily Wire for this awesome mug. It came with a subscription, but I'm actually really liking it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my Keurig pods. I also ordered a bunch of pods from the Nerdrotic Coffee Geek Grind. It hasn't arrived yet, and I'm beginning to be concerned. But I will give you an update on that later. I'll have to call and look into it. Yes, also in local news, I'm getting a wax today. Very exciting. Big day. Finishing out February with a bang. Big month for me, for traveling. I got a lot of shows coming up this month. Also, God, this weekend was big too. It was Friday Night Tights, obviously on Friday. And then Saturday was Comedians of the Compound in Long Island. Great fucking show. So much show. We were at a Governor's. I would say it's my favorite club in New York. Yeah, that's not crazy to say. Because I haven't performed anywhere in the city since August, since they started the mandates. So yeah, shout out to Long Island. Shout out to Governors. It was pretty cool. I bumped into a bunch of people that I knew from high school, even elementary school. There was a guy who showed up to the merch table after the show, and he was like, "Hey, Chrissy, we went to high school together. Guess what my name is?" And I was like, "I have no fucking clue." And he was like, "I know what you're going to say. It's Tim Baker," but it's not. I'm not Tim Baker. I'm way better looking. And I was just like, "Are you going to buy a shirt or what?" Yeah, we had a good time. It was me, Anthony Cumia. Aaron Berg didn't come because he's still dealing with kind of like a health issue. But Jim Norton showed up kind of in his place as our special guest. He absolutely crushed it. Pat Dixon was there. Don Jameson. And who else? Joe Curry was there. A couple of random guest spots. It was a big old long show. Bobby Tamburo got up. So big show, lot of show, very gracious audience for dealing with us. It was a long fucking show. We definitely took advantage. We started 20 minutes late, which I absolutely fucking hate. And it definitely wouldn't have happened if I was hosting. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm anal when it comes to shows, but I like things to start on time unless they're like, we are specifically waiting for audience members. But there was like, it was sold out. The room was packed. It was like wall to wall, a sea of people. There was so much energy in the room. I was very happy to go up first because I was like, no, I don't need to follow Jim Norton. I'm good. I'll go up first after Gino. Gino started the show. He was hosting and I was amazed. He really kept it together. I was expecting him to black out sometime during the middle of the show, and he did not appear to. So he kicked off the hosting with he basically did a shot with the table in the front row. Classic Gino. But yeah, he did a great job hosting. What's up, guys? What's up in the chat? Got a bunch of interviews. Oh, anyway, so the shows that I have coming up this month, meaning March, they're scrolling below. I'm going to be heading to North Carolina to do Good Nights in Raleigh, March 17th. And then I'm heading to Savannah, Georgia, March 19th to do the Wormhole. Sounds like a fun little venue, the Wormhole. And then I'm going to Tampa, Florida. Yeah, baby. March 20th to do Side Splitters. I believe it's this new venue. Well, it's new to me, called The Grove. I was in the original Side Splitters venue last time I was there, which I think was last May. So I'd love to see you guys at these shows in North Carolina. Georgia and Florida. Get your tickets now. Go to ChrissieMayr.com to check it out. And also, not more importantly, but equally as important, my album is available for pre-sale right now, live from January 6th. I'm going to bring it up on the screen right here. You've heard me talk about it. That's because I am so committed to having this thing hit number one just for a day. Just for one day. Go to Amazon.com. Just type in Chrissie Mayr in the search bar at the top and you'll be able to buy it right here. I already pre-ordered mine. It's saying it's a bestseller in comedy. I hope that's true. But yeah, it'll be released on March 15th. Buy it now. You can listen. You can be among the first to listen to it on March 15th. I mean, I don't know why you would buy individual tracks unless you were just like, I'm really into manscaping. I like that they divide up all the tracks and you can buy them individually. Whew, I can't believe it. Yeah, my debut comedy album is going to be available March 15th. This was very fun to shoot. This was recorded also at Governor's in Long Island, my favorite club in New York. Oh my God, my keto snacks are showing. How embarrassing. But yeah, check it out. I want to go number one, at least for a day, to piss off the woke comedians, and then I can rest easy. So check that out. I think you can also pre-order it on iTunes as well. What's up? Good morning. The Ides of March. Yeah, people keep saying the Ides of March. Is that a bad day? Is it a good day? I don't know. I hope it's a good day. I hope nothing bad happens. Oh, right. I was talking to Carrie Smith. Oh, she's about to do an interview. Okay. Next time, Carrie. You'll do it next time. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are giving their marriage another chance. Who gives a shit? They should. We shouldn't be hearing about every little couple's like foible and mini breakup. It's like, keep it to yourself. Work on your shit. I also kind of don't even want to hear people get divorced either. All right. So it looks like the mask mandates are beginning to lift in New York. I've been hearing some Twitter chatter about the possibility that I would be performing again in New York City with these mandates being lifted. Some people think it's gonna start happening in March. Let's pull up this article from the Daily Mail because we all know our own legacy news doesn't accurately report the facts. So shout out to the Daily Mail. New York City Mayor Eric Adams announces end COVID vax mandate for indoor dining and fitness entertainment venues hours after Hochul said kids could remove masks in schools. Wow. Thank you so much, Hochul. I wonder if that's due to all of our protests and whatnot. Oh, Waffles is coming in here. Hi, baby. Hi. Want to be on camera? She's just wagging her tail. I wish I could have doggy doors installed on each door because they just let themselves in. She comes in. She leaves her toys here. Where was I? New York parents will no longer be required to send their children to school wearing masks, Hochul said on Sunday. But some still will because mental illness. Hochul said in a news briefing, a dwindling number of COVID cases. Oh, now they're dwindling. I mean, I feel like the numbers can do whatever the hell they want them to do so they can grab as much power as they want. But I guess now they're dwindling because it's not popular anymore. I mean, it hasn't been popular, but they can't avoid it now. New CDC guidance led to lifting of the contentious classroom requirement. Yeah, this thing that was never a risk to kids still is not really a risk to kids. Who knew? Also Sunday, New York City Mayor Eric Adams announced that New Yorkers will soon no longer be required to present proof of vax for indoor venues. And they're saying this could start as early as March 7th. Now, why didn't Eric Adams do this right away? Well, I think he didn't want de Blasio to look like an asshole, which sucks because you realize these politicians, they all kind of are checking in with each other, especially if they're on the same team, the same side. They don't want to do something that's going to make their predecessor look like an asshole in case they ever work together in the future. He's got to make sure he's covering himself every step of the way. There's no real leadership anymore. It's just people. It's just cronyism. People checking in with one another. It's fucking weak. I would have really appreciated and respected if Eric Adams just came in guns blazing and be like, yeah, we're going to end this fucking bullshit on day one. But no, he's got to wait what? A couple months, a couple weeks. The loosened requirements came as the CDC last Friday adjusted its guidelines for the indoor face covering, say they're no longer necessary for most Americans. What the fuck changed? Nothing. It's just that, it's getting to be election season again. Okay, so they're saying, Eric Adams is saying that this fitness, indoor dining, fitness, and entertainment values could begin March 7th, as long as COVID metrics don't worsen. As long as we don't find a reason to make them worsen. I feel like I'm about to sneeze, and it's really fucking with me. March 7th, what is that? That's in 8 days. I want to thank the millions of New Yorkers who masked up and helped us reach unprecedented levels of vaccinations, Adams said. We fought a long, hard battle. I don't know. I feel like I stopped fighting like a year and a half ago. But I've been checked out of this shit for a while, which is pretty good for living in New York. Like, I haven't worn it on trains or, subways. And I was fully willing. I was like, you know what? They say that you're going to get a $50 fine on the Metro North if you don't wear one. I was like, fuck it. I'm not wearing one. It's like, let them fine me $50. And they never did. And no one has ever said anything to me on the subways. Like, they'll say something to you on the Metro North. They'll be like, do you have a mask? And I'll be like, yes. And then they walk away. I don't actually put it on. Like, I do keep one in my bag, but it's like completely see-through. It's basically lingerie for your face. It's a fucking joke. Okay. Hochul said, yeah, no one is liking Hochul. She's getting a lot of blowback from this. She announced the long-awaited end of the statewide mandate for classrooms, which will affect 2.7 million school children. I wonder if it's even that many, considering how many people have A, moved out of New York, and B, pulled their kids out of school to do homeschooling, including about 1 million in New York City. Counties and cities can still keep their own mandates in place if they choose. And parents can still choose to send their kids to school in masks. Ugh, and we know that's going to be happening because there's a lot of fucking brainwashed people out there. And it's like the people who are already helicopter parents and overprotective are going to be the ones that are going to keep their kids in masks. I feel bad for them. Eric Adams. What is he, 5'7"? Not that matters. Here's Hochul here. When can we vote her skanky ass out? What is she saying here?
Consultation with school experts as well as people who are engaged in the whole ecosystem, our school system. We talked about what was announced by the CDC.
This is already so boring. They announced
new guidance on masks. So the CDC.
Aren't you guys bored already?
At the end of the day on Friday, surprised a lot of people, but came out with their risk assessment by county. And this is an important dynamic for us to talk
Thanks,
about.
Thanks, Lunatic. Morning, Chrissie. Great simcast last night. Yeah, that was a fun one.
They look at infection rates
as well
as admissions.
Nesquik. Morning, Chrissie. Hi, Nesquik. Nesquik, it's all your fault that we started talking about Pokemon characters
of the population right now
that we wanted to bang last night. That's all on you, buddy. Matthew Hammond, I'm so glad you're here. Best-selling album. I hope so, Matthew. That's the goal.
That there's no longer requirement that masks be worn indoors, and that includes schools in low and medium risk.
She is like Nancy Pelosi 2.0. I'm for sure seeing
our hospitalization,
a resemblance there.
Vaccination rates,
she is up for election this November. Surprise!
The day has come. Today we are going to be announcing that we'll be lifting the statewide mask requirement in schools, and that'll be effective this Wednesday.
And they got a solid 7 months.
Why are we waiting until March 2nd? This came out at the end of the day.
I don't know. I'm like still annoyed. I'm annoyed still. I kind of don't want to. I still just.
And our team here at the.
It's weird. I was talking to Tyler Fisher about this. Oh, and it's Tyler Fisher's birthday today. I gotta wish him a happy birthday. I have him in my calendar. Do I? I have him in this calendar. I don't know why my Google calendars aren't syncing up. Yes, it's Tyler Fisher's birthday today. Wish him a happy birthday. But it's this feeling of like, do we really want to perform at venues who have been enforcing this the whole time? It's kind of icky. It's kind of left a bad taste in our mouth. No pun intended. The announcement came after the CDC nixed indoor mask recommendations Friday for 70% of Americans after revisiting the calculations. After revisiting the numbers that I'd already shown that there was no need for it. Suddenly, oh, yeah, okay. Previously, the infection rate was considered. Well, now hospitalization rates and hospital capacity will be the most valued metrics. Like, they value whatever they want to value, which will help them attain their goals, usually related to a power grab. Under the currently installed metrics, only 5% of U.S. counties are not under a mask recommendation by federal regulators. NYC's vaccine and mask requirements have been a sore spot for many New Yorkers who've taken to the streets to protest the pandemic-induced rules. Now, some members of the pro-vaccine crowd, this is what we would call the Karens, are angry that they'll be in the company of disgusting, inoculated New Yorkers indoors. Ugh, the unclean will be soon allowed back indoors. Why would you do this? One person tweeted towards the mayor. This is going to harm the economy, as people who felt safe patronizing vaccine mandatory businesses no longer will. Oh my God, we won't have something to hang over people's heads. We'll have nothing to feel superior over. What will we do? I can see these people like seeking out places who still continue to enforce the mandates and just going there like it's a private club, you know. Mental illness. Added another Twitter user. So the vaccine refusers are getting rewarded. Really? You think we've been rewarded? You think, what has this been like? Basically a year of being treated like second-class citizens is a reward? These people are out of their minds. Yeah, here's Teresa. So the vaccine refusers are getting rewarded? No, it's like you're still, feel free to still continue to be a cunt to people who aren't wearing a mask. Because I see that happening. What are you chewing on? Okay, she's chewing on the leg of the chair. Why would you do this? This is going to harm. How? The economy has already been super harmed. You think the businesses are going to lose more money? No, I think dropping the mandates will finally bring more people back. There's not more people that are jabbed, you know what I mean? Like, it's keeping people out of the city. People are flocking to other states to live in and also to vacation because they don't want to come to a city and deal with these bullshit mandates and not know what the deal is. They'd rather just go somewhere like Florida or Texas or Tennessee where they know they don't have to fuck with all this stuff. Some Twitter users express concerns that they will hurt businesses. No, that's literally like 5 people living in a bubble. Westchester County Courthouse. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't go to this protest. I should have, though. Good for them. I like that they've been making a stink. I don't know if you guys saw when I was covering like the Unmask Our Kids protest a couple weeks ago. Some kids shouted "fuck Joe Biden" into the camera. I was like, it's kind of my favorite thing ever. Okay. Earlier this month, Hochul let a broad mask mandate for the state, including indoor dining and entertainment, expire, but said the school's requirement would remain in place. Like, why? These school board people and the Democrats are like, they're butt buddies. It's all just like one long human centipede, basically. They're all eating each other's buttholes. She had promised to revisit the school's question by the first week of March. How convenient. The broad mask mandate was implemented during a COVID surge fueled by the Omicron variant. You know, the weakest variant that was doing the least damage. Masks are still required in some places, including public transit. I've never been yelled at for not wearing one on the subway. Just saying. There's not people going around finding you for this. In California, health officials are expected to downgrade mask guidance from a mandate to a recommendation Monday, according to local reports. Mandates in Connecticut, Delaware, and Massachusetts will expire Monday. Is that today? After governors made the call to lift them earlier this month. Other states, including Illinois and Jersey, relaxed mask mandates earlier this month, but did not outright remove them. See, this is all like so loosey-goosey. They can kind of do whatever they want. parents and medical experts have for months demanded that U.S. schools stop forcing kids to wear ineffective masks, with studies showing masks mandates are detrimental to psychosocial health and academic success. See, now that they can't, like, they've never been able to point to kids getting COVID or dying from it or being hospitalized from it unless they're like fucking 400 pounds, which is rare. For the most part, it's not affecting them. Now they can finally be like that never mattered. Now they have to point to psychological impact as a reason. Because, you know, the fact that it not being that damaging of a virus to kids wasn't reason enough. York University in the UK published a new study earlier this month showing masks made it difficult for children to recognize faces, you think, and in turn could affect their ability to socialize and make friends. I wonder if they're also worried about like the sheer number of kids who have been pulled out of public school. Let's see. Would DuckDuckGo even tell me this? Does anyone know in the chat how many kids have left public school? How many kids have left public school? I'll say in 2021. Woo! 2 million kids. Holy shit. Okay. Maybe this is what they're responding to. Nearly 2 million kids left public school from 2020 to 2021. Damn, that's a lot. COVID lockdowns and restrictions, coupled with newfound awareness by parents of woke indoctrinations in many public schools, have families embracing private education options. Is anybody in the chat doing homeschool? I mean, I'm sure it sounds easy, but in practice, it's probably quite difficult. Wow. Attractive people don't get yelled at in public. Oh, really? You think that's what this is about, Mark? You think attractive people don't get yelled at for not wearing masks? I definitely get spoken to on the train on the Metro North, but nobody has, made me put one on. I think, in really a long time that no one's really given me a hard time. They just sort of walk away. Yeah. The coof is a grift to enslave man. I agree 100%, Slam. Am I worried about the USA? Are you worried in the USA about Russia possibility? I'm starting World War III. No, not really. I'm really not worried. I don't really think of all the things to be worried about, like in my life, Ukraine and Russia is like really not even on the top 10. I said this in Simcast last night. The way I feel about Ukraine and Russia is the way I feel about like when my parents would fight when I was a kid. I'd be like, all right, well, at the end of the day, like, are we still having dinner? Do you know what I mean? Or are we on our own tonight? You know what I mean? Is the fight so bad that we all got to figure out our own thing? That's how I feel about it. It's like, all right, are we all still able to do our own shit for the most part in this country? Okay, then I kind of don't really fucking care. Like, we really shouldn't be fucking with other countries, but I don't really know the intricacies of the globalists and the New World Order, etc. So there. Muffin for governor. Aw. I would love that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning again. What is wrong with me? Yeah, they fucked with our kids. They fuck with people's mentality, and they trampled our rights. I will be forgetting. Yeah, I will not be forgetting anytime soon either. The government is inflating the numbers of people who have been jabbed. I bet. Oh, yeah, I totally bet. Oh, record numbers of people. No, I think there was a real leveling off of people, signing up for that. Yes, I did hear about this. This is another rabbit hole, but I would not be shocked in the least, given like the overall larger plan for this jab. And they're finally recognizing natural immunity. Yeah, these people are mad that they won't be privileged anymore. Absolutely, 100%. Isn't that so sad? In your life, you've accomplished so little that literally a free vaccine is the thing that you get to feel holier than thou about. Yeah, that's what it's all about. They can't admit fault. They have to continually double down. They got to make it about the psychological effects it's having on kids instead of acknowledging the very real reality that it never affected them to begin with. I just feel bad for all of the kids who got jabbed. I hope they're going to be okay. Oh, really? Hochul stopped wearing the Vax necklace? Interesting. Scratchpad, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the morning words of sanity, Chrissy. Wow, that's great. I'm loving to provide sanity. I could be funnier, I guess. I'm working on it. Public school enrollment is down. But damn, they lost 2 million kids. So that's probably a combination of homeschooling and moving away. Wow. That's crazy. In New York, the New York City school enrollment dropped about 38,000 students last year and another 13 this year. So already in 2022, we have about a third of the students just in the first couple months dropping out. Damn. In Los Angeles, the student population declined by 17,000 students and 9,000 this year. In Chicago public schools, it dropped by 14,000 last year and another 10,000 this year. So damn, people are getting the fuck out of Chicago. Wow. It'll be interesting. Wow. And actually, this is not surprising. While Catholic school enrollment had declined for the previous 2 decades, this fall attendance spiked 3.8%, the largest in half a century of data collection. This is a great time for private schools. But private schools don't always do the job either. I mean, you think I worked in a private school. You think you're paying for more? It's like you still have to watch closely what the teachers are teaching. You still have to be very involved as a parent. You can't just take your foot off the gas. And whereas public school enrollment declined most precipitously among kindergarten and preschool populations, Catholic school enrollment spiked most in elementary grades, with pre-K enrollment up by a third. Yeah, so if you have the money to do that, you're doing that. And if you don't, you're probably getting the fuck out of New York or LA or Chicago. Wow. Interesting. Are you guys homeschooling? Oh boy. I gotta figure out why I'm yawning so much on the morning show. Oh my God, look at these nice words from you guys. George, super quick. Thank you, Chrissy, keeping me calm during this crisis. Chris, maybe you meant Chris. As I have a lot of friends in Ukraine who I worked with. Also, thanks for keeping us focused on lies in the U.S. about the veg. I'm just going to say veg. Oh, man, I hope your friends in the Ukraine are doing all right. Yeah, 2 million kids not being brainwashed. That's pretty powerful. How hard could it be? How hard could homeschooling be? I mean, like, my sister's a teacher. How freaking hard could it be? No offense. She's not watching this. It's fine. Chrissy, this was the same when Hitler invaded Germany in 1939. It didn't affect the USA until 1941, but Putin got a nuclear bomb, so it could come to us sooner. I'm in the UK, so it's worrying. Can I still do my comedy dates in Russia? Would I write a memoir? You mean like a book? Maybe. Would it be interesting? Maybe. I think I have a lot of interesting stories. Guys, I have some fun interviews coming up this week. So far, who's scheduled, you asked? I'll tell you, because I have a weekly schedule here and a monthly schedule here. I got a lot of schedules. That's why I'm anxious all the time. So tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm interviewing Brandon Strock from the Walkaway Movement. If you recall, I was supposed to interview him last year, the day he was arrested. So that didn't happen. So hopefully he won't cancel again, because I'm looking forward to talking to him. And then at 8 o'clock, so 5 o'clock, Brandon Straka tomorrow. Strock, not Straka. The A is silent. And then tomorrow at 8, I'm doing Lil Chad's podcast. And then tomorrow at 10, I'm interviewing It's a Gundam. You guys might be fans of his. There's a lot of crossover. Wednesday at 1:00, I'm interviewing Bob Levy, comedian Bob Levy. That will be fun. Thursday, I'm seeing Batman, the Batman, the new movie. Friday, as you know, is Friday Night Tights. Saturday, I'm doing Who Are These Podcasts, but I don't know if it will come out. I think it might be live. I think I forgot how that show works. So yeah, big exciting week. A lot coming up. A lot of shows coming up in March. Ooh, someone sent a super chat. It's Deranged Lunatic. My best friend's grandchildren had to get the jab. Or they could not attend school. They used some emergency mandate to get it done. I hope they're going to be okay. You know, I've heard there's like cleanses and things one can do to counteract, but that's another rabbit hole. Yeah. Wowie. The video programs make homeschooling easy. I have 4 kids homeschooled right now. Good for you, Dan. Yes. Dan, are you stay-at-home daddy? If so, I want to hear more about that. That's what my brother's been doing. He left his job. He was a civil engineer. Well, I guess he still is technically, but he left his job at least a year or so ago to stay home and take care of the kids because they decided that his wife made enough. Whatever they were spending on childcare wasn't worth it. So my brother just decided to stay home, be a stay-at-home dad. Or the mom. He's the mom now. It's okay. He also doesn't watch this. Grades 1 to 12 can be taught in 2 years. No need for them to be in school so early. Interesting. I had an early birthday, so I actually was in kindergarten when I was 4. And look at me now. I'm crushing it. Interesting. Do you guys know any people in the Ukraine? I need a Ukraine correspondent. That's what this show needs. I'm making people thirsty. That's good. That's good. Wow, you can homeschool for free online. Yeah. If I do write a memoir, make sure to change the names. I haven't changed the names this whole time. And when I talk shit about my ex-boyfriends, I say their full names. I'd say their address too if I knew it. Hey, if you break up with me over Skype, sorry, I'm not going to protect you. That's the rules. My first boyfriend ever cheated on me with a Russian tutor because he actually had programmers who worked in the Ukraine. And so that's why he had to learn Russian. But he slept with his Russian tutor. He took me to the beach to tell me that. So, you're on blast. You ex-boyfriends better watch out if I write a memoir. Supposedly Putin has not targeted electricity, telephone, and internet and is avoiding civilian casualties. I have heard that he is mostly focusing on biolabs that may or may not be American-oriented. Oh, Farrar, don't live in fear every day. Everyone has shit to be afraid of every day, but you really have to make the conscious choice to not let it, you know what I mean? Okay. So this is what I tell people who are afraid of things. And even, personally, politically, globally, whatever. There's always going to be shit to make you afraid. Think of it this way. You're in a car. To say that there is no fear is not reasonable. It's not believable. It's you're delusional. You're always gonna be afraid of something. But think of it as you're in a car and put fear in the back seat. Don't have fear in shotgun right next to you. And certainly don't have fear driving the car because that's not going to be good for anybody. Acknowledge that the fear is going to be there in your life to some capacity, but throw them in the back seat, throw them in the trunk if you can. That's how I like to think of it. And you know what? I am going to keep up the Melanie Mack was on Simcast yesterday, and she does a Bible verse every day, which I think is kind of a beautiful thing. and I don't have an actual Bible right now. I got to order one. But I have this Jesus Calling book, which is really just like, I could even, this is just like a good book for life. It's not even really, it's uplifting. Okay, so here's what's today, February 28th. Here we go. Stop judging and evaluating yourself, for this is not your role. Above all, stop comparing yourself with other people. This produces feelings of pride or inferiority, sometimes a mixture of both. I lead each of my children along a path that is uniquely tailor-made for him or her. Comparing is not only wrong, it's also meaningless. Yeah, they say, comparison is the thief of joy. Don't look for affirmation in the wrong places, like Instagram, your own evaluations, or those of other people. The only source of real affirmation is my unconditional love. Many believers perceive me as an unpleasable judge. Wow, can't read. Many believers perceive me as an unpleasable judge, angrily searching out their faults and failures. Nothing could be farther from the truth. I died for your sins, so that I might clothe you in my garments of salvation. Okay, this one is getting a little Jesus-y. This is how I see you, radiant in my robe of righteousness, which means you're already good. You're already perfect the way you are. You just got to think, like, how do I become more myself? When I discipline you, it's never in anger or disgust. It is to prepare you for face-to-face fellowship with me throughout all eternity, right? God doesn't give you anything you can't handle. Immerse yourself in my loving presence. Be receptive to my affirmation, which flows continually from the throne of grace. So, like, what does that mean? Is like, validation is at your fingertips at all. You always have the opportunity to feel good and feel uplifted. You just have to try to, like, connect yourself with whatever, God, source, the universe, like whatever you want to call it. The acknowledgement that you're not alone in this world is all the validation that you need, basically. That's kind of nice. That's good for me to read. Stop comparing yourself to other people. I do that a lot when I look at, like other entertainers, I guess, podcasters. I look at their social media following and then I go, you suck. Get it up. I'm stretching. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to look at the chat. Chrissy Az is live with Mueller. Oh, I'm trying to get Mueller on too for an episode. Okay. The UK government wants to set up a homeschool register database. Damn. I got a feeling somebody's watching me. Uh-oh. Waffles came in. I retired from the military and stay home and homeschool my kids while my wife works from home. I was deployed for years. Time for her to further her career. Oh my God, what a good guy you are. I hope she gives you extra HJs for that, if you know what I mean. It's hand jobs. Okay, looking at the chat. Okay, stop laughing now, but I get his point. It's very similar to when Hitler annexed Czechoslovakia prior to invading Poland starting World War II. Yeah, I mean, I was hearing something on the Daily Wire that Russia is looking to take Ukraine, and then China is looking to take Taiwan, and then they're kind of going to be like the main powers, the main global powers in the world. And U.S. is sort of, we're getting very distracted with our debt and our they, them, and our non-existent racism that's providing a lot of distraction for us. So whatever, maybe it would benefit the U.S. to not be the world superpower for a few years. Maybe we could get our shit together and stop fucking around. Matthew Hammond, you should interview Romanian TV. He's a great Romanian YouTuber. All right, I'll write it down. For you, I'll write it down. Romanian. Okay. To V. It's a weird name. Could they have just taken out the biolabs of cruise missiles? Wouldn't that make it messy and sloppy and the shit would go everywhere? I'm no medical person. Wow, there's somebody watching from Chile. What's up, Dario? That's a cute dog. I'm so hungry. What do you guys eat when you're on keto? I'm just like I'm about to start chewing on my phone. Oh, his name is V. Okay. Do I have mods? I might. I don't. Not really. This is Wild West out here. Yeah, Jesus Calling is that the Christian punk version of London Calling? It's funny. Fantastic Mr. Knox. Hail, Chrissy. Here to just say good day. Are you in Australia? What's up, Mr. Knox? Michael Trevino, we will all die one day, so live life without fear by overcoming that from holding you back. Exactly. Fear, it's like you shouldn't be afraid of death. It's like you should be afraid of the fear that holds you back in small ways every day and then incrementally over long periods of time. You know, like if you're afraid to ask for what you want in a personal relationship, like that's going to hold you back. If you're afraid to go for what you want, like goals wise, if it seems too big, like, well, just break it down. Like, how can you make progress in a month and just focus on that? Andrew Hoyle, what's up, buddy? Somewhere Odin's Jesus senses are tingling. Yeah, I can't let him know that I do this, right? Oh, good. What's up, guys? Bible-based devotional literature is useful. Try Oswald Chambers for a classic. My utmost for his highest. Fine, I'm gonna write this down too. I'm gonna buy a Bible so it can collect dust on amongst the other books. Okay. Writing it down. Cool. Do you guys care about Russia, or are you like feeling how I feel, where you're just like, eh? Keto is when you're supposed to have like 50 or fewer carbs a day. So I haven't had bread really, or really rice, or I had no like sweets. Sugar, basically, you got to keep that down. Carbs, you got to keep down. Although I do enjoy a spiked seltzer here and there. Why am I yawning? Okay. And I think it's working. I think I'm down like 5 pounds, but I'm going to lose another like 10. Eating a lot of meat. Yeah, pork rinds. That's what they say. Pork rinds. Pickles. Okay, I got to get some pickles. The baked Parmesan cheese. All right. Oh my God, you guys are really coming through with the suggestions here. Baking Parmesan cheese slices for 300. Wow, that sounds easy. So it's basically like you're air frying cheese. Carlos is working on getting me a Ukraine correspondent. Awesome. Yeah. 0 sugar races. Okay, but isn't that going to make you shart? Peanut fiends? Be honest, it's going to make you shart. Only 2 carbs in a whole bag. Okay, interesting. The real environmental danger, says Andrew, is the thousands of tons of banned pesticide depots littering the Ukraine. I actually think the bioweapons storage facilities are a cover story for nasty chemicals. Ooh, jeepers. What are they going to do with that? Okay. Christian P., I liked your banter with Razor Fist on Friday Night Tights. I'm fans of both of you. Would you invite him to be a guest on your podcast? Yeah, absolutely. I got to hit him up today. I don't have anything planned. I think he lives in Arizona. Someone said go to Arizona and do it with him, but I don't have time to. I mean, like I will go eventually, but I'd rather get him on sooner. Gary Busey has joined the chat. What up, Pena, do you believe the world is flat or are you trolling? I don't care either way. I'm open to the idea that it's flat. You know, it really wouldn't change my life in the slightest bit if it were flat. Honestly, I'm still going to like wake up and do all the same things. Valkyra Winter, it's 3:15 in the morning. Can't sleep at all, but hey, watching your lovely stream so morning. Valkyria, where are you? Where are you coming from? Where do you live right now? Don't dox yourself, but Scott Campbell, on a long enough timeline, the survival rate for everyone is 0. Fight Club, same goes for Alex Jones being proven right. Yeah, he's always right. We all know that, though. All right, what else can I bring up? Oh my God, yeah. I think the overall public is like more wise. We're more hip to it, to not believing what we see and what we read. Okay, this is Biden. Claims he's made things better, but people are psychologically unable to feel happy.
It is a phenomenal negative psychological impact. It is a phenomenal negative psychological impact that COVID has had on the public psyche. And so you have an awful lot of people who are, notwithstanding the fact that things have gotten so much better for them economically, that they are thinking, but how do you get up in the morning feeling happy?
Oh, God.
Happy that everything's all right now. It is a phenomenal negative psychological impact that COVID has had on the public psyche. And so you have an awful lot of people who are, notwithstanding the fact that, that things have gotten so much better for them economically, that they are thinking,
things have not gotten better economically.
How do you get up in the morning
still in
happy?
Crazy debt. Inflation is still ridiculous. What a jerk. I can understand why people just fall into like consuming like dumb tabloid news, like dumb celebrity news. And that's kind of what we were in for decades. I think, especially in this country, especially like women. I don't know. I feel like it's easier to just consume celebrity bullshit news, be distracted by all of that, and then you don't actually see what's going on with fake news, what's going on with the globalist agenda, the real deal, right? It's easy and it's probably preferable to stay in a bubble and not look into these things more deeply. What are people saying about Biden here? It's true. You aren't. Need proof? There's new jobs. Yeah, okay. At least we're psychologically able to feel our faces. Wow. Nothing is okay. Exactly. Mass poverty, mass homelessness, tens of millions unable to afford rent, tens of millions working poor. Yeah, they're trying to eliminate the middle class. They wiped out so many small businesses. Things aren't good for the wealthy. Working class continues to struggle. You know, it's like when you're in an abusive relationship, they're like, why can't you be happy? I didn't beat you today. Wow. Ugh. Bring back Trump. I miss Trump. Great reset, baby. They're trying to pull back. They're pulling back on this pandemic. They're going to ramp up for the next one, whenever that is. Just for the sake of my YouTube algorithms, let's talk about the worst. Let's talk about the worst Oscar dresses of all time. Right? But we cared so much about all this shit. So much. Pre-pandemic, especially. And I think what started to fuck things up for Hollywood is when they just couldn't shut up about, you know, in the award show, when they'd be like, you know, getting an award and they just couldn't shut up about politics or getting on their soapbox or preaching about something or having an alternate agenda. People got real sick of that. They leaned into it even harder. And then the pandemic came and the bubble was popped on celebrity culture. They did tone deaf shit like singing Imagine. Madonna did fucking videos in her bathtub. And then like people just stopped caring about celebrities. They're like, oh, this is not essential. caring about celebrities is like not essential for my life. So how are they going to make us care about celebrities now? Let's see. Lady Gaga. Do we care about her anymore? No. She's into some freaky shit. St. Vincent. I have no idea who this is, but she needs pants. Like, I get it. You're in good shape, but this is not an outfit. This looks like she got dressed really fast. She made her own dress. Drunk. Bjork. Bjork is great. She's got a little bit of a cankle going on, though. Faith Hill. This looks like Pink Lemonade. I haven't heard from Faith Hill in a while either. She's probably living her life. Oh, these are worst ever. Whoopi Goldberg. Yikes. Damn, this makes you realize how fat Whoopi Goldberg has gotten. Like, she could actually fit into pants here. Kate Hudson. I also haven't seen or heard from her in a while. Oh, God, this is horrible, too. Sally Kirkland. Yikes. This looks like she just pulled down some curtain from a stage and was like, you know what? I'll whip something up. Sophia Loren. See, the top part is fine. You look at this, you're like, okay. But the bottom is where this really goes awry. If it had stayed simple through the bottom, this would have been an okay old lady dress. Lizzie Gardner. Oh my God, these are all Amexes. It's stupid. Kelly Ripa. Ugh. Why would you wear this? Oh, because Christian Siriano was like super hot. He came from, what was that show with Tyra Banks? One of the reality, like the designer reality shows. He was one of the first designers to like blow up from there. So that's why people were wearing his shit. Yeah, it's a horrible dress. Edie Williams. This is not a dress. Girl, this is a fucking bikini. Susan Sarandon. I mean, of all the ones here, this is the best of the worst. But this is 1996. Nobody knew how to. For the 90s, this was fine. Sally Kirkland again. Wow, she made it twice. Okay, she's got a see-through boob situation. This is bad. Sally Kirkland has no close friends to be able to take her aside and go, girl, what the hell are you doing? Demi Moore. She's wearing her Spanx on the outside. Yeah, I don't get it. Gina Davis. This is horrible too. Wow. But this is 1992. Remember the 90s, guys? Kim Basinger, 1990. I wonder what's on her shoulders here. Hilary Swank. This looks like early aughts. I mean, not great, but not the worst. Tyra Banks. Oh, God. She looks like one of those cupcake dolls. Do you guys remember cupcake dolls? Any 90s kids here? I'm going to pull up one. These were great. You could flip it like basically inside and out. Do they still sell them at Walmart? No fucking way. Oh my God. I'm going to get one of these now. I'm going to send one of these to my sister. That's a real throw. All right. So look at Tyra Banks. We see her. Now let's look at the cupcake dolls. Cupcake Surprise. I thought this was like an 80s or 90s thing. Apparently you can have, damn, it's so crazy figuring out how cheap shit is. Like as a kid, you're like, wow. And then as an adult, you're like, I could have for $8.38, I could have had a lot more of these cupcake dolls. Cupcake Surprise. And then see, it's a cupcake and then you flip it inside out and then they wear the top as a hat. It's pretty cute, actually. That's neat. That's cupcake dolls. The 90s was the best, right? I think I missed a super chat. Dun, 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 dun. R. James. Last night's Simcast was the best. Please reassemble. Did you see my SC the week prior about separately interviewing Kiara Cole and the MXR play? All right, I'm writing this down. Who is Kiara Cole? And MXR plays duo. Is that a musician? Yeah. Melanie Mack was great. Definitely going to have her back. Lorena Creole was great. Definitely will have her back. Yeah. I was into Legos too. Big time. Oh, yeah. Adrienne Curry would be good. All right. I'm putting her on the list for real. I mean, I don't know if she would ever answer my messages, but I can try. Yeah. Ooh, I wonder where she lives if she's super off the grid. Should we go back to these horrible dresses? Yeah, But yeah, Tyra Banks, Cupcake Surprise. Helena Bonham Carter. Ugh. This is terrible. These people must have not good friends. Cher. Okay. Well, you know what? Cher is her own special little creature. This is fine for Cher. I mean, this is horrible for regular people, but for Cher, it's like, okay. No one's surprised to see her in this. And this was 1986. So really, like, if the stomach portion were intact, this would be like a fine dress. But it's just, she's got it, so she's flaunting it. We already saw Lizzie Gardner, Heather Mills. Wow, this is very early aughts. This is 2002. Oh, she's Paul McCartney's boo. Yeah, I mean, I think she's a little old to be wearing this, but again, like, if you got it, flaunt it, girl. Melissa McCarthy always looks like shit, so I don't know what we're expecting. Like, if you're a big girl, you're probably not going to look good in anything. Let's be honest. But yeah, this is like a chic tablecloth. But you don't have a lot of options when you're a big girl. Like Jennifer Hudson was a big girl. She lost weight. Guess what? She looks great now, even in this shitty, weird galactic jacket here. Okay, and that's all. Ooh, princess lessons. Kate Middleton got secret princess lessons from the Queen before she married Prince William. Camilla also offered advice on how to hang on to a prince. What? How old is this article? Ugh. I know they don't like include articles from Marie Claire, but she's so chic. Oh, 2 days ago. Okay. Before marrying Prince William in 2011. God, I can't believe it was that long ago. The Mirror reports that Kate Middleton was given a secret princess lessons by someone who knows a thing or two about how to be royal, Her Majesty the Queen. Life in the royal family comes with a hefty list of protocols, rules, and best practices, and it seems the Queen took Kate under her wing, her flappy old lady arm wing, in the run-up to her wedding. According to the 2017 Amazon Prime documentary, Kate Middleton, Working Class to Windsor. Oh, they want her to be like Princess Di so badly, don't they? Kate took private lessons on how to be a royal wife and met with the Queen, where Her Majesty, among other things, helped Kate decide what her official royal title would be. Their decision? Catherine, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge. I don't know, sounds a little too long for me, but from the beginning, Kate Middleton had a great deal of support from the royal family. Yeah, because she's like, kind of, she's not on OnlyFans. Well, was she a bartender or something? Like her big scandal was like there was a picture of her in like a crop top. Compared to Meghan Markle, she's like, the perfect princess. From the beginning, Kate Middleton had a great deal of support from the royal family, which was really instructed by the Queen. Journalist Ashley Pearson says in the documentary, this was to make sure she knew as much as she could possibly know, and what to do in every situation, bearing in mind, of course, that she didn't grow up in this world. One of the top tips from the Queen's princess lessons: how to preserve her modesty. I mean, old ladies are very good at that. Like, they're fucking old. They don't want to show anything anymore. There were things like learning how to get out of a carriage without exposing your modesty, aka your cooch. Learning how to bend down to get flowers from a young girl without exposing your modesty. Really, this is all just how to live your life without exposing your cooch. Things that you would never think you'd have to do, that you'd have to learn. But of course, a woman in her position would certainly need to know. What's the big fucking deal? Get out of a cab, keep your legs together. Like, don't get out one leg at a time. Swivel, you know what I mean? I don't need to be a fucking queen to know this shit. Swivel your whole body out. Keep your legs together. Stand up with both legs at one time. Same thing with like bending down to get something. Like keep your like swerve your legs to the side and then bend down to the side. Like don't like bend over ass out. You know, everybody knows these things. Also included in the lessons were etiquette tips, how to sit, who to curtsy to, who should you curtsy to, who not to curtsy to, what fork to use, and whatever else they felt she needed to know. Pearson says she was actually given lessons on how to be a royal wife. How do you give a royal beach? For her part, Camilla chimed in too, giving Kate words of wisdom. God, it sounds like a lot of overwhelming like advice that she probably didn't fucking ask for. Oh my God. Camilla chimed in, giving Kate words of wisdom on how to hang on to a prince. According to a royal author, Robert Lacey, in his book Battle of Brothers, Camilla had confided in Kate the secret to hanging on to a busy prince. Fit your timetable well. Basically, your whole life around his. Yeah, that's a hot tip for any relationship. If you really want to hang on to somebody, just don't have your own life. Wow. I guess it's different though. For a queen, does the queen still have COVID, or was that another just convenient cover up for something? Wow. Okay. Good for Kate Middleton. She's doing great. Yeah, my mom was kind of into like caring about British royalty. Like I never really cared about it. Yeah, Prince Andrew's advice to Kate was don't go to Epstein Island like I did. Crash Mondo, what's up? You need to have a discussion on the Tinder swindler on Simpcast. What? Tinder swindler? What's that? Can I look it up? Tinder swindler? Oh, it comes up. Oh, it's a movie. Oh, damn. This does look good. Ooh. I'm going to bring this up tonight on Wet Spot. This is a great story. Okay, hold on. Who is the Tinder swindler? Sounds like a name, doesn't it? What is the worst date you've ever been on? Did it involve boring conversation or bad breath? Or did it involve you getting scammed out of $250,000? The Tinder swindler is Shimon Hayut, a convicted fraudster born in Israel. Hayut used dating apps to meet multiple women, then established lines of credit and loans in their names, ultimately leaving them holding the bills. Oh, shit. If he was already convicted of fraud, how did he manage to get away with it again? Like a demonic Leonardo DiCaprio in Catch Me If You Can, Hayut appeared happy to jump from one identity to another in order to keep his scheme running. He was convicted of fraud in Finland under his birth name, but carried out his Tinder con under the name Simon. Oh, this was a typo before. Timon Lviv, whatever, claiming to be the son of a wealthy diamond magnate Lev Lviv. Once his name was revealed in VG expose, he supposedly took the name David Sharon to evade the authorities. See, I like my name too much to change it. Like, if I wasn't a Chrissie, who would I be? I don't know. I got attached to it. Wow, though. What kind of scam, though? Followed a pattern. He would match with a woman on Tinder, take her on a costly and impressive first date. Okay, I'm listening. Like a trip on a private jet? Damn. I mean, if you're doing that on the first date, it's not going to get any better, you know? Slowly build their relationship while flying around the world and secretly dating other women. All right. See, never trust a man with a private jet. I was happy when I met my boyfriend. I was like, wow, he has a car. That was a big deal for me. His accusers claim that at a certain point, Hayat would confide in them that he was worried about a nebulous group of his enemies was just around the corner. Okay, so he would like, okay, this is like a lot of emotional manipulation here. Eventually, he would send a photo of his bleeding bodyguard, allegedly injured during these enemies, to incite further concern. Wow. Once that groundwork was laid, he would urgently message each girlfriend to say that his credit card could not be used for security reasons and ask her to open a new one under her name for him to use. Why would anybody do that? Oh, right, because they figure, oh, he's rich. He's good for it. He'll definitely pay me back. Nope. How much money did he steal? Was this his plane? 10 million, according to the Times of Israel. Hayat would evade repayment by cajoling, threatening, or otherwise stalling his victims. He made a habit of sending increasingly unhinged see, this is why I'm not on WhatsApp. There's a lot of trash there. Unhinged WhatsApp voice messages, even sending one to the filmmakers when he learned about the Tinder swindler's existence. Oh, I bet these aren't even his real feet. How did he get caught? Eventually, one of Hayat's long-term girlfriends, Eileen Coleman, saw the VG piece and turned the tables on him. After the story went viral, Hayat had to take a break from jet setting and lay low. He turned to Coleman, the only woman who seemed to trust, for help. She was way ahead of him. Coleman eventually convinced him that she could sell his designer brand clothes to make some quick cash, and simply kept the money, swindling the Tinder swindler herself. After some quick detective work, she decided that Hayat was flying to Greece and gave his flight information to the authorities. He was arrested in 2019 and sentenced to 15 months in prison. That's it for fraud. Now that he's in jail, is Tinder safe? I mean, I think we already know the answer to that question. He was released from prison only 5 months. And Tinder has confirmed that he has no known active profiles. Yeah, but he's got a lot of different names. How the fuck do they know? Additionally, he has been banned permanently. Yeah, but again, he's a slippery little eel. At the end of the documentary, we see Hayat continuing the same lavish lifestyle he had before prison, along with a new girlfriend. He's not that good looking. Wow. Damn. See, never trust a man with a private jet. Look at this dude.
What's the worst date you've ever been on? Did it involve boring conversation and bad breath?
This is literally what I just
fraud.
said.
How did he scheme running? He was convicted of fraud in Finland. Hayat apparently followed the pattern. Simon Leviat, claiming to be the son, to jump from one identity to another in order to keep carried out his Tinder comp. Hayat apparently followed a wealthy diamond match the pattern. He would match with a woman on Tinder, take her on a costly and impressive first date, and slowly build a relationship while flying around the world and secretly dating other women. Worried a nebulous group.
Is this your enemies? Oh, they're not all
under her name for him to
each other's was
$1 million, according to sending increasingly unhinged. One of Hayat's long-term girl labels on him was designer brand
for one of Simon's items. Speaking of the devil.
But Eileen didn't stop at selling Hayat.
Ew, he looks like my ex-boyfriend.
I'm still selling his things.
But Eileen didn't stop at selling Hayat.
He looks just like my ex Brian, the very first boyfriend I had, the one that cheated on me with a Russian tutor.
It's clothes. She was determined to totally bring him down, leading to a showdown in Greece that changed the life of the Tinder swindler forever.
He never believed that I was capable of doing this.
Yeah, because you're an idiot. I love these stories. Yeah, this is great. Thank you, Crash. We will definitely talk about this on the next Simcast. For sure. If a guy is like really trying to impress you, I don't know. You should just be yourself. That's bad advice, right? R. James, MXR, Jeannie and Henry, YouTubers reviewing Reddit. We have 2 million subs. Ooh, offensive humor. Yes, I like that. Kiara Cole is a non-woke adult actress. Riley Steele would be great. Oh, I've been talking to Riley Steele for a while. I got to follow up with her. I'm going to write this down. I've been trying to get Riley for a minute, but sometimes they're flaky. All right, cool though. Did I write that down? I did. MXR. Jeannie and Henry. Okay. Okay. Thanks, guys. It's Monday. Let's get after it. Let's fucking crush this week. That's my Gary V moment. No, I would never date the Tinder swindler. I would be wise to him. I would be wise to his... Oh my God. I don't know if it's because I'm working out more, but I'm yawning a lot. You think he was just being a good Jew, harvesting the sin of these greedy ass bitches? I don't know. Yeah. At the same time, it's like if you're just dating a guy because he's rich, like maybe that's karma that you end up getting robbed. R. James, OnlyFans is banning creators who live in Russia just because they live in Russia? This is wild. Cruel. I read the OnlyFans owner is Ukrainian, but I haven't. Interesting. I'm going to look into this right now. Okay. OnlyFans banning Russians. You're right. Okay. Damn. Look at this shit. Russian porn stars are banned from OnlyFans amid invasion of Ukraine. You guys are missing out on all this. These are Russian OnlyFans users. Oh, 6 sex planes. And this is Bunny Mommy. Both said they were blocked from their accounts over the weekend amid sanctions imposed on the country. Wow, that's not right. Several kinky content creators spoke out on Sunday saying that they were unable to share new videos. Damn, this is not right. In short term, I don't have money to live. You don't have any savings? If you're on OnlyFans and you're like one of these girls, you should be saving your money. Unless you're living beyond your means. Well, her account was frozen. The X-rated model claims she lost over $8,000. I don't know. I think she's kind of fat. Not my type. In a statement on Sunday, OnlyFans told the Daily Beast, while creators are not responsible for the recent attacks on Ukraine. Oh, really? Duh. They're not responsible for the attacks? Girls taking their tits out are not responsible for the attacks? Due to worldwide financial restrictions, we have very limited methods to pay creator accounts linked to Russia and Belarus. As a result, payments have been limited. I guess it makes sense that more of these adult stars are getting into crypto. The company further stated that new subscriptions will not be accepted and current subscriptions will not be renewed once they have expired until Russian sanctions are lifted. What the hell is this person doing? Ugh. Again, not my type. Wow. That sucks, though. It's really not fair. We are not terminating or suspending any creator accounts. It kind of sounds like you are suspending them. We're doing everything we can to support our community. The news is sweet relief after other racy Russian stars, many of whom claimed they were facing imminent poverty at the prospect of being barred from OnlyFans. There's also Fan Central. There's so many other fan sites that you can turn to. See, a lot of my friends in the adult industry said OnlyFans, it's only going to be a matter of time until they do it again. And OnlyFans has a history of kind of, I don't know, booning or suspending people that they don't like or who politically they don't agree with. Interesting. Right now, I don't have funds to buy food or pay rent. Mommy said it was unfair to penalize Russian content creators over a war they did not support. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Can't they just change what country that they... I don't know. I don't know how OnlyFans works. But Starbucks might be hiring. No, I mean, there's definitely a lot of transferable skills that you can learn from OnlyFans that you could bring to a new job. So they can't collect their payments because, yeah, they're not banned. It's not that they can't put content out there. They can't collect their money. Damn. I don't like this idea that people are dumping out their Russian vodka. I don't think that's not going to help anything. Come on. What is that going to do? Let the people drink their vodkas. Yep. It's only the poor people that are suffering from the sanctions. Yep. This is funny. I love this is coming from Twitch. A4DD. Oh, I recognize this name. It did look like he was going for nearly very hot girls who think that that's the kind of rich guy that their looks deserve. I have never understood this mentality. Maybe because I've never been like, you know what I mean? I've always been too busy to fucking hunt down men for their money, basically. I was always like trying to do comedy. Michael Trevino, why does the West hypocritically claim to not be hegemonic when we have done way more than Russia? Like, yeah, Iraq, Syria, Libya, Sudan, Afghanistan. Yeah, we can't stop fucking with other countries. Yeah, it's dumb. It's all just legacy media brainwashing shit. Okay. The U.S. directly caused the issue in the Ukraine that they're dealing with today, made in square, and the coup that the U.S. funded. Yeah. Russia are the good guys in this scenario. Use common sense. What does fake news want you to hate? Who do liberals support? This is a great way to view the news just in general, is like literally to just believe the opposite of what they're telling you. That's what I've been doing. F6 Blue, thanks for the super chat. As the article says, there will be difficulties in paying into their accounts as Russia is being excluded from the SWIFT system. Yeah, maybe they can get into crypto. Maybe they can, I don't know, would the SWIFT system not apply to crypto? Exactly. Vodka is useful as an antiseptic. Why dump it out? I agree. R. James, some OnlyFans accounts have definitely been outright banned. Yeah. Yeah, they were about to like totally ban all the adult stars. And then they realized that that was their whole business. Matthew Hammond, this would be an interesting movie. Adult female Russian entertainers fight adult female Ukrainian entertainers in an octagon of Jell-O. Yeah, right. It's definitely, yes, 100%. You guys are like taking the words out of my mouth. It's a diversion from the Koof narrative falling apart. They will never admit that they were wrong. They will never admit that they censored and blocked and like ruined the lives of people who were stating what is considered common sense right now. They're never going to say to like Robert Malone or like Judy Mikovits or Sherry Tenpenny that we're sorry for blocking and banning you and dragging your name through the mud. What was that other guy that was on Rogan? I forget his name. They will never apologize. They just, moving on to the next thing. And it's like, they think we don't know. They think we don't remember. They think we're just like, forget. How fucking dumb do you think we are? Yeah. K-Max. Chrissy, during the Iraq war, didn't the same people tell us we have to invade now or else? All the experts say so. America is in danger if we don't. Yeah, I'm almost done listening to the latest episode of, I don't know if it's the latest episode, but it's an episode of Rogan with Majid Nawad. And he talked about this too. Like COVID was very similar. The whole idea, like, we have to do this. It's for the greater good. And you're kind of taking away choice from the general public. That the last time that they did this sort of thing was invading Iraq. Highly recommend listening to that episode of Joe Rogan with Majid Nawad. I could spell it for you guys if you want to look it up. Let's see here. It's Maajidnawaz. So Majid Nawaz. I have an hour and a half left. Okay, I guess I'm not almost done. Yeah, I think it's good for us to know when our government is taking away choice from the people and telling us what they need to do for our betterment. Yeah, okay. Yep, data is beginning to show they actually killed people by using a leaky vag in a pandemic. Yep, and they don't want to acknowledge any of that data. Majid Nawaz. Yep. Is it weird to say vag instead of vax? My mic isn't on. What's wrong, guys? What's going on? Audio. Ha! My mic wasn't on the right setting this whole time. What about now? Can you hear me better now? It's probably better now. Fuck. I did this whole show with bad audio. Great. I guess I didn't check the settings. Guys, we have an awesome lineup tonight for Wet Spot. Tune in 7:00, compoundmedia.com. We got Jim Stansel, Walker Hayes, and Mike Harlow. Mikey Harlow is heavily involved with the walkaway movement. He's a good friend of mine. Friend of Carrie Smith as well. So check it out. Also, we got a couple of good interviews coming up this week. Brandon Strock, also from Walkaway. He's like the head guy from Walkaway. It's a Gundam and Bob Levy. All interviews this week. Very exciting. Very exciting. Let's see. Do I have anything else here I want to cover? Oh, this is funny. Let's bring this up. Long-term side effects of coof can destroy your love life, as loss of taste and smell are linked to a fall in sex drive, warns top psychologist. I don't know. If you've lost your taste and smell, to me, that sounds like the best time to eat butt or do something crazy, you know. COVID sufferers may need marriage counseling in the future. I mean, I think most marriages need counseling at some point. Dr. Robert King said loss of smell is a symptom of COVID could ruin relationships. He said if a woman's sense of smell changed, it can alter attraction. Wow. His research found like women attracted to their partner's smell had better orgasms. Oh. I guess it makes sense that women might be worse affected. Great. He added that previous studies had shown that if a woman's sense of smell is altered by factors such as the pill, birth control pill, it can drastically change her attraction to her partner. But we all know about this, that because of the pill, it tricks your body into thinking, I'm trying not to pull these rhinestones off my sweater. It can trick your body into thinking you're always pregnant, and what you're attracted to is different depending on where you are in your cycle. Depending on like what your hormone levels are, if it's more progesterone or estrogen, like depending where you're at, right? And when you're most fertile is usually like when you're ovulating is like when you have the best like picker of men. Like it's when obviously your body like wants to get pregnant, so you're like on the lookout for like maybe you're attracted to more of like a stronger guy, or like you're gonna pick better qualities, you know. And when you're on the pill, it tricks your body into thinking you're already pregnant. And when you're, you know what I mean? Like, so who you pick is different when your body thinks you're pregnant versus who when you're trying to get pregnant, you know? I can't explain it well, but I've known this for years. Dr. King's own research had found that women who describe their male partner's smell as attractive have more intense orgasms. Okay. Women have more cells in the area of the brain that is sensitive to smell than men. Yeah, we know that this is true. Men don't know when things smell. Men can't tell when things smell. Dr. King said it's likely that women evolved these extra brain cells to pick up on signals that would help them find a biologically compatible partner so they could produce healthy babies. Yep. And when you're on the pill, you don't, like, your picker is off. Your picker of guys is off. While it is disputed exactly what is being signaled by partner smell, it is not in dispute that smell matters. I mean, we all know this, right? The effects of COVID. Interesting. I wonder if the jab is fucking with how people smell. Like, you know what I mean? You got to think about, like, why are these articles coming out? Some people believe that a person's natural scent conveys information about their immune system. Wow, okay. So could your smell be changing after you've had the jab because the jab fucks with your immune system? Interesting. So they're, like, preparing people for this. It is thought that we prefer the smell of a potential mate whose immune genes are different enough from ours that we would be likely to produce a healthy baby. That's interesting. That's why they don't want you banging your brother. Women may have evolved greater sensitivity in this area because their reproductive investment, the 9 months of pregnancy, is longer than men. Duh. Okay. Natural selection has rewarded women who are especially picky. A 29-year-old woman who had COVID-related smell loss told researchers, without any scent clues and with the strange bitter taste when we kissed, my boyfriend became a stranger to me. My sex drive disappeared. I have left him. How sad. How depressing. Damn. Well, that's depressing. Sorry, guys. Keep smelling. Me, I don't have any kids. Yeah, smells linked to long-term memory. I know if the milk's gone bad, coffee is flaky. Yeah, of course, because you can see it. Yeah. Yeah, it's age-old knowledge. See, this is not new news. And this is exactly it. Leftist is on point here. They need excuses for all the odd medical problems about half the population is likely to have. Yep. And they don't want to blame the jabs. Women always think things are spoiled before they are. My wife always thinks the heavy cream went bad when it's totally fine. See, here's the deal when it comes to, like, smelling the milk to see if it's bad. And just from, like, growing up in a family where we cut the moldy parts out of bread and still eat them, like, that's the situation I grew up in. My dad's like, "It's still good, just cut out the moldy parts." So, like, a lot of not that we were drinking bad milk per se, but in my house, like, I learned that sometimes how the milk smells is not always how it tastes. Like, it might smell bad because maybe it has to do with, like, the rim of the milk or something. Who knows? Maybe somebody was drinking out of the milk container and then there's bacteria that makes it smell bad on the container, and it's fucking gross. I didn't mean to get into all this. But if you think the milk smells bad, yeah, just, like, pour a little bit out, have a little bit of a taste. And a lot of times I've done that where it smelled like it's bad and then you taste it and it's actually still not bad. So peanut, I get you on that. Is that why my wife tries to kill me whenever I Dutch oven her? Yes. Yeah, I wonder if all the, oops, I didn't mean to bring that one up. All these yabs are fucking with pheromone manipulation. Ooh, people who smell aren't detoxing properly, so the toxins are coming through the pores in their skin. Ooh, you mean like cab drivers? Oh, Lord, Matt, are we really still paying attention to Q? Come on. What do I think about the biolabs theory in Ukraine? I think it's definitely possible, but I haven't seen any like Q drops. I haven't been following. I stopped following it like a while ago. Yeah, if a person smells bad, you will have health problems with the kids. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that Russia's really out to like kill people with this like invasion. All right. Non-woke cam girls Holly Hurricane, Annabelle Lee, and Maddie Springs, my 2 Simcasts, all pro freedom. How do you usually find and choose a Simcast guests? Through guests that I've already had, or like basically people I already know. I don't necessarily I don't really go out seeking for cam girls, but I'll write their names down. Annabelle Lee. All right. Damn, I should just like have a suggestion box where you guys can put things, because the amount of papers I have at my desk is kind of crazy. Ooh, what was this interesting? Hefty Joe, human evolved as carrion eaters. It's actually good for gut health to eat somewhat rotten or fermented food. I think, no, not rotten food. They mean like fermented food, like kimchi and kombucha and like relish and shit. I don't think they want you eating rotten food. Yick. Gross, gross, gross. Yes, Simon. Oh my God, Simon, are you the Simon from the Tinder guy? Is it the same guy? Oh my God. Are you the Tinder swindler? Is the Tinder swindler in the chat? How exciting. No, that's Simon Hayut. Never mind. I got excited for a second there. I don't know about weapons labs. The Russians definitely want to destroy and capture the heavy weapons Ukraine got from the West. Yeah. I feel like they're trying to undo the shit that we did. Will I have an all trans simcast? I don't think I have enough trans people, trans buddies. Okay. Cool. I have to get ready to leave to go to the city soon. This was fun. This is a fun Mayor in the Morning. Hope you guys have a fucking kick-ass week. Do the thing that you're avoiding. That's my advice. I'm going to buy one of these cupcake surprise dolls. I am excited about the mandates being lifted. Oh gosh. Look, guys. Chelsea Handler celebrates turning 47 by skiing topless with a joint in one hand and a drink in the other. This is now becoming an annual event for Ms. Handler, and good for her. I don't know who really wants to see this, but hey, good for her. Chelsea lately rang in her 47th birthday on the 25th, sharing a video to her Instagram of her skiing down a mountain. This looks like a sick mountain. I wonder where this was. She was skiing down the mountain topless with a drink in one hand and a joint in the other. Canada flag, Canada, and American flag, and then covering her nipples. Joe Coy, who's definitely not dating her to help his career, went skiing alongside her. No, I mean, like, I think are they equally famous at this point? Oh yeah, here they go. Good for them. I'm gonna pull this up. Do. It seems the only time I hear about Chelsea Handler is when she's skiing topless. Good for her. She's doing what she loves. What mountain is this? This looks incredible. Okay. Sorry. Sup, Russell Hall. Surströmming is canned rotten fish that they eat in Sweden. You can find videos of people trying and failing to eat it. It's pretty funny. Surströmming. I'm gonna check that out. Surströmming. It's fucking gross. I mean, my family's from Norway and we eat dumb, like there's a history there of eating fish Icky fish. Ew. Wow, they sell Swedish challenge sets where they just sell a bunch of icky tasting fish. Ew. Ew. Oh, it's soured herring. Yeah, my dad used to eat like pickled herring. Gross. Let's see what video. Oh, no videos are coming up. I think I'm spelling it wrong. The world's smelliest food. Wow. Ew. Wow, I guess it like stays on your body. Maybe I should try to eat this. Surströmming. What if it's like secretly delicious? Oh my God. All right, this one got a lot of views.
All right, hey guys.
Okay, let's check this out. Gag warning.
Thick boys are back. We have another challenge, and this is one that I've been dreading. Okay, I'm gonna do it too. All right, let's go.
Oh my God, they're just starting to open the can and they can smell it? No way. You gotta be kidding me.
There's no fucking way people eat this. Oh my God.
Oh my God, there's no way Frank would be able. He'd be puking. He can't do bad smells.
Look at it no more. Oh God.
Ooh, do they actually eat it?
That.
Oh God.
Hell no, dude.
Hell no,
People
dude.
eat this. I breathe through my mouth. If I smell this shit when I eat it, I'm done. I'm gonna barf. fucking my nose. Do it. Do it. How you doing this shit? No fucking way.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
I want to make sure I'm eating.
What are you
meat.
waiting for?
It looks like fucking
Delay
eggs,
tactics.
Bro. What? Oh, how are you getting?
He's eating it.
You're a braver man than me. Pretty good. Nope.
It's pretty good.
That's weird.
He's still hurling. Does this guy in the yellow sweatshirt ever end up eating it? Oh.
They said you guys still do the
Here's the tiniest piece.
It's got a bone.
Oh shit.
I don't really care that it touches the table. It's nasty.
Oh my God, it's like fully still in fish form.
Only one?
Eat it. Stop being a pussy. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, that was great, guys. I got snot running down my nose. This is not my
He's
proudest
wearing.
moment.
All right,
Do it,
stop being
don't think about
dramatic.
Just do it. You want me to count down?
Yeah.
From 3. 3, 2, 1, 0. Put it in.
He needed it right away.
It's fucking disgusting.
That's funny. Now I want to try it. Maybe we could do this on one spot one day with a bunch of people. I'm pretty good at putting disgusting things in my mouth. So, I'm just saying. Matthew Hammond, search Ghost Cat Pottery GIF. A cat replaces the pottery in Ghost. That's funny. Anna's in the chat. Sup, girl? Everyone loved you on Simcast as always last night. Watch the video of the dad with his kids. It's hilarious. They all run out of the room when the van is opened. Ooh. Why do people do this to themselves? Yeah, I think he's overreacting too. I would do it. I'm gonna eat nasty shit. Why not? Oh my gosh. Good time, guys. All right. I think I covered everything I want to cover. Check out my shows. They're scrolling along the bottom here. I would love to see you at one. If you live in Raleigh, North Carolina, I'm going to see you at Good Nights on March 17th. If you live in the Georgia area, check me out at Savannah, at the Wormhole in Savannah, March 19th. Look, it's getting away. And then March 20th in Tampa, Florida at Side Splitters. And then April 22nd and 23rd in Atlantic City. We're also doing something pretty awesome called the Content House. Yeah, a good bunch of us are coming out. This is like the throwdown, but it's gonna be Anthony Cumia, a bunch of girls, whatever Amy, Elsa Jean, Zia Anderson, Leanne Starr, Drew Magner from Compound Media. He's gonna be a booth boy. Gino Bisconti, Ashton Bird, he's going to be there. Brittany Venti, Riss Flex, a bunch of people. This is going to be at the end of March. We rented a house in the Poconos, and we're going to be filming like 24-hour content. It's going to be fucking fun. It's going to be a hot tub there. It's going to be a shit show. It's going to be great. So we're getting those details squared away. Russell Hall, it's good. It's like going down on Tess Fowler. Who's that? I think I do believe in jokes. Yeah. Ghosts. Did I say jokes? Yeah. I think so. I would like to think that the soul goes on. What time does Mayor in the Morning start? It started at 11 today because I was late. I'm going to try again. I'm going to try to make this a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing and starting at 10. I'm really going to try to do that. So come back Wednesday at 10 a.m. I will be here. Got interviews coming up this week. Tuesday, I'm interviewing Brandon Strock from Walk Away at 5 and It's a Gundam at 10. And then on Wednesday, Bob Levy at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Love you all. Thank you for tuning into Mayor in the Morning. Thanks for your comments and questions and super chats. Love